Hey guys, Football 5 here with episode number 13 of the Leicester career mode. We're kicking it off with the news of the Christensen injury. He's going to be out for 4 weeks. Thankfully, in the previous episode, we replaced him with Sergi Gomez. Or not replaced him, but got the backup. We're then going to accept an offer for Oscar from Sevilla. I said last season when I signed him, I don't know why I signed him. He came in when Buendia was injured, was brilliant, but again, he has been replaced by Nathan Teller on that right hand side as a backup, so he can go. No questions asked. He can go. Give the money in. We've already got the replacement. Bang, easy. But we come into this one taking on West Ham, our first game in or at the King Power, back in the Premier League. And we're looking to start off with a victory, but first few minutes of the game not the best. We do go almost 1-0 down. Thankfully, I think it was a foul. I'm not 100% sure, but the goal did get disallowed by the referee. Maybe a bit of corruption there, but we'll take it. It allows us to get in this game, and we whip the ball into the back post, and a lovely finish from Jota makes it 1-0 to ourselves. How about that for a cross from Buendia to his wing partner in Jota? But yeah, this team has been really good, and it's just going to get better in this episode because I've decided to finally do what's right for the team, basically, and make a few adjustments in some areas. No feelings anymore. We're just gonna do it. Areas I don't think are good enough, they have been replaced in this episode. And you're probably thinking, well, you've already replaced the right back, the centre mid, the left back, the wingers, the striker, the attacking midfielder, the goalkeeper. That means there's only one position left to replace. That is going to be centre back. We're signing 2 new centre backs in this episode, and we've already signed 2 centre backs in this career mode already. Chris Smalling, Max Kilman. I don't, they're good enough, but well, Smalling is. Kilman, he's played like 3 games since we signed him. Absolute waste of a signing. Vestergaard has gone. Faze has gone. We've still got Suter, Evans and Smalling. I'm going to look to get rid of Kilman and maybe Suter. Keep Evans and Smalling as that kind of leadership, backup, old age, whatever. Get into new young centre-backs that are ready to fight and improve alongside this team. And as soon as I've done that, this team will basically be complete and ready to compete for those European spaces. As you can see here, Oscar is leaving. Thank you for a very nice year back in England. Go to Spain. Sevilla are probably going to pay you more wages than we are. Go and have fun in the sun. But, like I said, 2 centre-backs coming in, 2 young centre-backs, 2 young but experienced centre-backs, I think is the key thing to say. As we are going to agree a new deal here with Kieran Drewsby Hall. He only had 1 year left on his contract. He has re-signed for a few more years. Everyone else with less than a year left on their contract will be gone at the end of this season, I have decided. 3 of them are Albrighton, Evans and Jamie Vardy, who are all retiring anyway. The others are a few youngsters who just aren't going to make it out of this club. I was coming to this one against Palace, recently relegated Palace in the Carabao Cup. Last season, we did alright till we faced Wickham and got knocked out. This time though, our rotation team is much better. We can beat teams relatively easy as Jamie Vardy does score a penalty away from home. He doesn't do his Palace celebration though, unfortunately. But yeah, we win this game 1-0. We do progress through to the next round where we'll play Birmingham, which is going to be in the next episode. And now, the biggest game of the season already. It is Liverpool at Anfield. One of the hardest games of the season already. The other obviously being City at the Etihad, United at Old Trafford. All those types of games, but I think this one is right up there. Probably second to City at the Etihad, but maybe not. The atmosphere, all that could make this first actually, now that I'm thinking about it. But we win back possession of the ball about the halfway line. It's played across to Akpom. 5 minutes into the game, we are 1-0 to the good. Our main man scoring again. Premier League, Championship It does not matter. He scores goals for fun wherever he is. And he's just proved it there against Liverpool. But you see this Liverpool team, you see some of the players they've got. Milinkovic-Savic in the midfield. They've got Mo Salah, I think, starting as a striker. They've not got Van Dijk. They've got De Vrij, sorry, has replaced him at the back. One player they've obviously got is our man Fabio Carvalho. I'm quite annoyed, quite sad we couldn't get him, couldn't pick him up. As we do concede again. This time, though, it is offside, so it's another disallowed goal against us to start this season. Yeah, I'm a bit disappointed we couldn't pick up Fabio Carvalho, but his value was 52 million. And you just know they would probably want 60, 70 million for him, if that's just his base value. But we do concede just before half-time, unfortunately. It is Sergi Dada, another new player for them in the midfield. You can see there, Gakpo, Carvalho, Sergi Dada, Savic, Salah, Luis Diaz. Incredible. But we almost score the greatest goal you have ever seen. And look how close it is to going in. It is so close to Calvin Phillips scoring his first goal for us. But it will come. He will score a banger like that this season, I can guarantee it. But unfortunately for ourselves, we caught up in possession here as Hendricks down this right hand side. We get the tackles in, but we just can't get possession of the ball. It's sticking to him like glue as Mo Salah skips past a few. Somehow Sergi Dada gets to that before Sutar. And this was the game that made me decide, no, I need new centre-backs for this season. Smalling's good, not good enough. And Sutar, he's just not quick enough. He's tall, he's lanky. That's all he's got. As Luis Diaz skips past Justin, but Justin gets back nicely to win possession. But a lovely high press from Robertson wins them back possession. And unfortunately, it just had to be him. Fabio Carvalho scores to make it 3-1 to Liverpool. You know, it just had to be him. You know, there was no other player that was going to score against us more likely, you know, than him. But it's 3-1. The game's pretty much over, but 3 minutes to go. Akpom charged for a goal, puts it past Alisson quite nicely, gets his second of the game. Could be a chance, unfortunately not. We fall to our first defeat this season. We have a win, a loss and a draw to start the season. But the centre-back, one of them that I wanted to get is Armel Bella Kotchap. We offered Kilman. They said no. We don't fucking want that piece of shit. We offered money. They accepted the money. The other player, Mark Guehi, got relegated with Crystal Palace. We know how good he is from the Palace career mode. He's the only player I'm going to sign from that career mode, I promise you. They wanted, again, offered Kilman. They said no, fuck that, he's shit. We'll take the money. I gave him the money. It's that simple when it comes to transfers. But yeah, no one wants Kilman. No one's come in for him. No one's accepted our trade offers for him. For Kotchap, we're going to give him $45,000 per week on a 4-year deal. He's 21 years old, 76 overall. Come in, he'll be one of the starters in the team. Important, 4 years. And a nice little increase in the wages again. Similar to Bella Kotchap, $55,000 per week for Mark Guehi. He's 23 overall. He'll come in. He'll be first team. And the team has now been completely rebuilt. There is 2 players in this team that remain from the original Leicester squad. That is James Justin and that is Kieran Drewsbury Hall. Both of which have grew with the squad. Sutar didn't grow with the squad. Evans didn't grow with the squad. And I thought, fuck it. Why not find a man to replace Chupa Akpom up top? And why not go all out for a big star name striker? Let's offer Kilman and a bit of money. Maybe Frankfurt want Kilman. No. They wanted 87 million. We do not have that much money. So I thought, let's set the bar a little lower. Let's go for someone that can compete with Akpom. Fight with him for spaces. Let's go for Luis Openda. Now again, we offered Kilman. They said no. I said fine. No one wants this guy. Let's offer you a bit of money. 47 million. Bit too much. Try and get it closer to 40 if we can. And in the end, that is exactly what we agree upon. 40 million for him. He's 23 years of age, 81 overall, striker from RC Lens. As for his wages, again, similar to Gearhe, £55,000 per week, 5 years, crucial first team player. He will be rotating with Akpom here and there, probably, seeing as Akpom is, I think, 28 years old, starting soon. You know, as soon as one starts outscoring the other majorly, that's where it matters. Right now, Akpom's got more goals, so Openda's going to be on the bench until Akpom stops scoring as many, and he starts scoring loads. It's that simple. We come into this one, the St Mary's against Southampton, one of our teams that promoted alongside us. They got relegated alongside us, they came up with us, and we both left Leeds in the Championship. But coming into this one, we know we can beat the lower sides of this division. We can smash them. We've proven it against Sheffield. We beat them 3-0, and we're going to prove it here against Southampton, because 4 minutes in, Jota finds the back of the net. He makes it 1-0 away from home. We have grown so far. Southampton have not. We have built ourselves now into a Europa League, Champions League level team. Southampton have not. They're still a kind of bottom half of the table level team, and it very much shows in this game, because 11 minutes in, the ball finds Shrewsbury Hall to celebrate his contract. He finds the back of the net and he makes it 2-0. Yeah, 10 minutes in, we're 2-0 up against Southampton. And like I said, we have grown, they have not. But as we get into this season, the objectives, I've laid them out many times. Top 6 is what I'm aiming for. I would like a trophy, Carabao or FA. I think we are good enough to win one of those. And obviously, just keeping the squad happy. Don't want the rotational players to start crying. Don't want the first teamers to start crying because they're being dropped too much for the rotational players. And then everything will be dandy. We've sold all of the deadwood that has been sold. We have, if we need rotational players, we'll promote some of the academy players, as Smith Rowe grits in on the action. He makes it 4-0. Yeah, we haven't really got any standout youth academy players right now. We've got no like 90 to 94 potential guys just yet, but I will send them out again, and hopefully we can find someone that can come into the team and maybe disrupt the flow of these players, you know, put them on edge. As Openda, you can see, is on. Nathan Teller is on. We're 4-0 up. We're cruising. And Openda does get his first goal of his Leicester career, assisted by Teller, who again I think is another top player that we've brought in as a rotational boy for very cheap, for all things considered. And he's actually taken on his former team, I've just realised. As Smith Rowe looks to get another one for Openda. A lovely header, but a great save from Bazunu does deny us the chance of making it 6. They clear it away, but the press is too high, the press is too good. We win back possession, we play it through to Smith Rowe unmarked, and he slots it past Bazunu to make it 6 goals to 0. Absolute dominance. And I think this is going to be a common theme. Liverpool, we got unlucky, I think. West Ham, we got unlucky, I think. Sheffield and Southampton, we absolutely smashed them. I think that's the theme. Lower level teams in the Premier League, like kind of 20th to 15th, I think we'll smash them. In between that, maybe we'll struggle, we'll get a 1-0, 2-0 win. And then obviously teams like Liverpool, City, United, Chelsea, Spurs, Arsenal, and maybe we'll sprinkle in a few shock results. They'll be a bit difficult for us. But we come into this one against Villa. They're a team that will definitely be competing alongside us for those kind of European places, Europa and Europa Conference League specifically. They'll be right up there with us, definitely, especially as Unai as manager. Some of the players they've got in their first team, but Martin skips past Gearhe. Kotchap can't hold off Bailey, and he does put it into the back of the net. Did I make a mistake signing these two younger centre-backs, replacing our more experienced back line? Maybe not, but they were part of the 6-0, so definitely not. They just got unlucky, that's what we'll say. But we're 1-0 down. We've had the majority of the chances have actually been ours. So, similar to the West Ham game. We're unfortunate to be 1-0 down, but just before half-time, Jota charging down the wing, trying to find a bit of space. He finds Gomez, overlapping, slots it inside to the edge of the box, finds Buendia, and a lovely finish against his former team makes it 1-1 on the scoreboard. Seconds before half-time. It is a really, really nice finish from Buendia there, and it's nice to see these past few games. Jota's been scoring, Buendia's been scoring, Smith Rowe's been scoring, Akpom, Teller scored in the first game against Sheffield. Openda come off the bench and scored. So yeah, we're looking really good in terms of goals once again this season. You can see all the chances, apart from that one, are coming the way of ourselves. We're dominating here against Villa. We should be ahead, in my opinion, and Jota here is going to slide this one through. Akpom, a couple of step overs, skips past the Villa defence, and he slots it past Meslier to make it 2-1. Meslier is such a bad goalkeeper, so, you know, we did what was expected of us. They've sold Emi Martinez, I think, to United. I think in this career he's at United. But yeah, Meslier, poor in real life, poor in game, and we take full advantage of that. Should have a bit more weight on that one, but it didn't matter in the end. We did win 2-1, and after 5 games, Liverpool have won all 5. They are sitting pretty at the top. Ourselves, we're sitting in 5th. 3 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss, 10 points. If we could finish the table right here, I'd be very happy. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. If you have, please like, subscribe, and peace.